Hi everyone, welcome to NanoElearn and back to Python tutorial series. In our previous session, we have learnt about introduction to a lightweight Python editor which is Sublime Text. In today's video, I will talk about different types of operators that are used in Python programming along with a practical demo. Before that, make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever new content is uploaded in my channel. If you would like to know complete and clear understanding of various operators in Python programming and with a clear and complete practical demo explaining about all operators in Python, please watch this video completely till the end. Let's get started. Operators in Python programming. Operators are used to perform different operations on variables and values. For instance, we use multiplication operator for multiplying two numbers. For example, if we consider print of 10 into 5, it gives the output as 50. In this example, into, that is multiplication operator, remains as the operator here. 10 and 5 are the operands and 50 is the output of the operation. Different types of operators used in Python. The first type are arithmetic operators. These are used to perform common mathematical operations. They are addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, modulus, exponentiation, and float division. Assignment operators. These are used to assign values to variables, which are equal to, which is the basic assignment operator. We can also perform multiplication, addition, subtraction and different operators using these assignment operators, which include plus is equal to, minus is equal to, and into is equal to, and comparison or relation operators. These are used to compare two values. That are, we can write the comparison operator as x is equal to, double equal to y. This is an example. We can also use not equal to, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Logical operators. These are used to combine conditional statements. For instance, if you would like to combine two conditions and print the output, for example, x less than 5 and y greater than 2, here the logical AND operation will be performed to combine these two conditions and its related output will be printed at the result. For example, if we consider the truth table for AND, it will look like this. Here 1 indicates true value and 0 indicates false. Hence the name truth table. If you take two variables x and y and y is the condition result or condition output, in the AND truth table, if x is true and y is false, or x is false and y is true, or x is false and y is false, the output would be false. If x is true and y is true, the output would be true. Bitwise operators. These are used to compare two binary numbers bit by bit. Hence the name, these are called as bitwise operators. For example, if we take AND, here this is known as bitwise AND. It returns each bit to 1 if both bits are equal to 1. For example, if we take x is equal to 4, in binary notation it will be represented as 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. If we take another variable as 10, it is represented in binary notation as 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. X and y. If you perform bitwise AND operation between x and y, it gives the output as 0. The other type of operators are identity operators. These are used to check if two values or variables are located on same part of the memory. Here these include is and is not are the identity operators that are available in Python. Example, if you take is, for instance, we can write and verify as x is y. Here it will be printed in the output as true if both the values are identical. If not, it will be printed as false. Similarly for is not. If we'll consider x is not y, even it is the same. So here the opposite will be printed. So it remains as false if both the operands are identical. And the other type of operators are membership operators. In and not in are the membership operators. These are used to test if a value is found in a sequence. Here the sequence could be list, tuple, string, set, etc. Most of these we already discussed in our previous videos. You can watch in the Python tutorials playlist in my channel. Example, in, it returns true if a value is found in a sequence. All these I'm going to cover with a clear example. Let us get back to our practical demo. For this, you need to open Python IDLE. Let me start with arithmetic operators. Here I already covered the basic arithmetic operations in my previous videos. For instance, I am taking one variable, say x is equal to 5, and I am taking another variable as x is equal to 6. Here you can perform x plus y, that is x plus y. The output is printed here. Similarly, you can also perform x minus y. So the output will be printed. Similarly, you can perform multiplication. You can also perform division. So here it displays the floating point output. So there is one more division, as I just covered. It is known as float division. It prints the quotient value. So that is 0. So similarly, you can also perform exponential operation. For this you need to use double multiplication, and you can also use modulo here. You can also perform modulo operation between two operands. Also, you can also use direct numbers to perform the operation here. I just covered how to use variables and perform the operations. However, alternatively, you can also use direct numbers to perform the operations. And the other type of operator is assignment operator. Here, assignment is known as assigning the value, which we have just covered. See, this is known as assigning the value to a variable x. So here if we print x, the assigned value 10 will get printed. Similarly, you can also perform, what if you would like to perform some operation like x is equal to x plus 2. Yes, this is also possible. If I print x now, 10 plus 2, which is equal to 12, gets printed at the output. So alternatively, we can also perform this operation as x plus is equal to 2, which is an assignment operator. So which is equal to x is equal to x plus 2. Here both are one and the same. If I print the x value, you can see 14 gets printed. That is, 12 is already present in x variable. Now 12 plus 2 will remain 14 here. Similarly, you can also perform other operations too. X minus is equal to 2. So if I print x, 14 minus 2, 12 gets printed. Similarly, we can perform other operations too. What if I would like to assign multiple values in a single line of code to two variables? For example, if I consider z comma c and I want to assign two variables, let us see how this works. I am assigning 10 comma 20. Will this work? Yes, this will. So here 10 will be assigned to z and 20 will be assigned to c. If I print z value, 10 will be printed. If I print c value, 20 gets printed. Similarly, we have unary operator. This is the unary means 1 here. For example, if we consider a negation of a variable, if we consider, say, n1 is equal to 15. If I'd like to print as minus n1, yes, we could do that. It will print as negative value minus 15. You can also print alternatively as if I'll take n1 is equal to 20, now n1 became 20 here. Can also print as n1 is equal to minus n1. If I'll print n1 again, it will print minus 20. So this is how the unary operator will work here. The other type of operators are comparison or relational operators. So these are used to compare the relation between two values. For example, if I take a and b, I am taking a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Now if I print a has 10, I print b has 20. So here, if I would like to verify the relation here, would like to relate two values here, a less than b, it returns the value as 2 because 10 is less than 20. Similarly, if I verify a greater than b, it returns false because 10 is less than 20 but not greater than 20. So similarly, we have assignment operator too. We can, if we use double equal to, it will be comparison or relation operator. So it will check whether a is equal to b. Here a is 20, b is equal to, a is 10 and b is equal to 20. Hence it is returning the false value. For example, if I change the a value is equal to 20, now a has 20 now. If I check whether a is equal to b, it returns 2 because a and b has same value now. Similarly, you can verify a less than or equal to b. Yeah, it returns 2. Here it checks whether a is less than or equal to b. If either of the two cases is true, so it returns the value as 2. Similarly, we can do for a greater than or equal to b. It returns 2 again. So because a is equal to b here, so it is checking that condition and printing the output as true. So similarly, we have another operation that is known as a naught is equal to b. So it returns false because a and b are same here. If I assign a is equal to 15 here, now both are different. If I verify the same case here, a not equal to b, it returns as true. The other type of operators are logical operators. These are used to combine two conditions based on and, not, or. So these are the three basic operations we can do. So for example, here if I assign x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 6, now if I check x less than 2, which is false, and if I use AND operation, y greater than 2, it returns false. This is completely based on the AND truth table, which I just covered in the presentation. Here x less than 2, which is false here, that is 1, and y greater than 2 is true here. So false and true will return the false value in case of AND truth table. This is how this works. Similarly for all other logical operators. And we have bitwise operator, which is used to compare two binary numbers bit by bit, and the bitwise AND, it sets each bit to 1 if both bits are equal to 1. This is in case of bitwise AND operation. For example, if I take x is equal to 4, which is the binary equivalent for 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0, and if I take y is equal to 10, which has the binary equivalent value of 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0, if I perform bitwise AND operation between x and y, it returns 0, that is 8 zeros. Similarly, we have identity operators. We have two type of identity operators, is and is not. It is, if we take is, it returns true if both values are identical. For example, if I take x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 10, if I say x is y, it returns true because it checks whether x and y are identical. If I change x is equal to 20 and I check whether x is y, it returns false. We can also check x is not y, it returns true, because x is not y is the valid thing, because x is 20 here and y is 10 here, so both are not identical, hence it is returning the true value at the output. Similarly, the last type of operators we have are membership operators. Those are in and not in. These are used to test if the value is found within a sequence or not. For example, if I take a list value, say L1, which is list 1, if I am taking 10, 20, 30, and I am taking list 2 as list 2 is equal to 10, 11, 22. If I would like to check whether some value is in this list or not, say 10 in L1, yes, it is there, so it is returning true value. If I check 50 in L1, it says false because 50 is not in list 1. Similarly, in case of list 2, we can do the same. For example, 20 in L2, it is not there, so it is returning the value as false. Similarly, we can also check for not in. For example, if I check 11 not in L1, it returns true, because so it is not in 11 is not in L1. So these are, we can work with different types of operations, different types of operators, and these are the sample codes, is how we could like to check in Python. Please come up with any comments you have, any queries you have in the comment section. Happy learning. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.